So welcome everybody. Let's just find a nice comfortable seat. You can sit on a bolster or a cushion. If you want to elevate your knees, or just get comfortable in your chair, or maybe you're lying down. Any position is fine, really. But if you're taking a seated pose, just bring your hands to your knees or into your lap. And we'll lift and lengthen the spine, draw the shoulders down. Gently close your eyes. Gently let your lips seal together shut. And we'll bring the tip of the tongue to rest on the roof of the mouth. You can just start to find your natural rhythm of breath, breathing in and out through your nose. So we're not changing the breath in any way, we're just finding a natural rhythm of airflow for your body as it comes in and out through the nose. As you get settled with your breath, you can arrive in your body. Just feel everything begin to drop in. Just breathing in and breathing out. Bring your awareness to your surroundings, to your environment, keeping your eyes closed, noticing how your body feels, the temperature of the room, the way your clothing feels resting on your skin, whether or not you're holding on or gripping anywhere in your body. And just see if you can release any tension with each exhale. So maybe if you're sitting cross-legged, your legs are gripping onto each other, they're holding themselves up. Just see if you can soften and relax as you exhale. Bringing your awareness to any noises, any sounds around you. I can hear the birds singing outside my window. And then bringing your awareness inwards, noticing, checking in with how you feel today, emotionally, physically, mentally, without any judgment. Doesn't matter. There's no expectation of how we're supposed to feel. Just acknowledging how you feel in the moment and breathing into that feeling. Remembering that all of our feelings, all of our thoughts are transient, they're impermanent. Whatever we're experiencing now will change and transform into something different. We can just continue to breathe with our emotions, with our feelings. We'll be carried through them. And then bringing your awareness back to your breath. Breathing in, and breathing out. Maybe beginning to notice the subtle sensations of the air as it comes in through the nostrils. Entering into the body, down through the throat, down into the belly, the chest, and as it comes back out through the nose. Maybe you notice how the air is slightly cooler on the inhale and slightly warmer on the exhale. You notice the air brushing past your top lip, that space between your nose and your lip as you exhale. Checking in with how your body feels on the inside. Again, bringing that awareness to any tension, tightness, stress in the body. Just see if you can soften and relax with each exhale. Just surrender into the moment, into the pose that you've taken, the shape. Remembering that you are free to move if you need to. You need to wiggle a finger or move an arm, or whatever it might be. Of course, taking any movements that you need to settle for the rest of the practice. And just coming back to your breath. And as we bring our awareness to our breathing, the forefront of our attention, focus is on our breath. We can allow all of the internal and external distractions of the mind, of the heart, to just take a back seat. So as the thoughts come up in your mind's eye, which they will do because this is the job of the mind, we're just going to practice not pushing the thoughts away, but just acknowledging the thoughts, noticing that they're there, and then bringing our awareness, our attention, our focus back to the breath. And this allows us to be mindful. It allows us to take a step back from our thoughts. When we acknowledge them and we don't try to stop the thoughts, but we bring our attention to our breathing, the thoughts just slip into the background and eventually they'll dissipate. So much like we notice the clouds in the sky, we see that they're there, we acknowledge them, and then we kind of get on with what we're doing. So we're not focusing too much of our awareness on the cloud, we're not paying it too much attention, and then the cloud floats by. So this is what we're doing with the inner distractions of the mind, the thoughts. We acknowledge them, but we don't feed into them. And when they take a step back, it gives us the opportunity to become the witness or the observer to these thoughts and to our feelings, any internal or external distractions, noises, thoughts, feelings, environmental elements, all these different things, how our skin feels against our clothing, against the air, sitting on the ground, lying down, wherever we are. And when we can take this step back, it's like we remove ourselves from the thoughts, from the feelings, and then we can view them from this outside perspective. And as we have the opportunity to view them from an outside perspective, we're no longer attached to the thoughts and the feelings, and we can choose how we respond to them. So we can start to move with conscious awareness instead of being governed by our reactions. We're practicing the art of non-reactivity, of mindful awareness. And this is really what mindfulness is. Mind is full of body, mind is full of breath. So these thoughts and feelings just take a back step. Just coming back to your breath now, breathing in and breathing out. Again, just lifting the spine on the inhale, drawing the crown of the head up to the sky. And as you exhale, just gently release your shoulders back and down in the body, soften your knees, and notice yourself grounding down through your seat. If you want, you can bring in some visualization, imagining coming from the base of your body, roots of a tree. So these roots are growing down into the earth, allowing for this solid foundation, connecting you to the heart, to the center of the earth. And then you can start to visualize these roots growing out to the sides in all different directions, connecting and entwining with your neighbor's roots. So even as we sit here alone in our houses, in our room, in our quiet space, we can begin to remember and feel how we're all interconnected. And at times like this, when the future is uncertain, this practice, it's called sadhana in Sanskrit. This is our focus, our time to come to our practices, yoga, meditation, whatever it might be, and to work on our inner selves. So as we begin to quiet the mind chatter, we can listen to the whispers of the heart, of our true inner self, our true inner states of self. And we take ourselves away from this physical body and from the material world. And we have the opportunity to just be. And this is the practice of meditation, allowing ourselves to just be. We've become human doings. We're always busy, always thinking about something. We always have something to do, somewhere to go, a deadline to meet. And now is the opportunity just for this time right here, right now, as you sit still, as you bring your awareness to your breath, to become a human being again, to allow yourself to just be without any guilt, without any need for anything else. Nowhere to go, nothing to do, nobody to impress. Just come back to the breath. Bring your awareness to the top of your head. Just feel the top of your head lifting up towards the heavens, imagining a white healing light traveling across the top of your head, all the way down to the space between your eyebrows, your third eye, your eye of intuition, illuminating that space with this bright white light. And then imagine and bring your awareness to the back of your head, all the way down to the bottom of your skull and into your neck. Imagining the white light coming into your shoulders, bringing your awareness to the top of your shoulders. Shoulders are soft and relaxed. Bring your awareness into the tops of your arms, visualizing the white light, feeling the warmth of the light coming down to your elbows, to your lower arms, your wrists, and into the palms of your hands. Every single fingertip. And then you can bring your awareness to your heart center, space here between the breastbones. And imagine this white light shining all the way across your heart space, inside and out, feeling that warmth here. In Sanskrit, there's a word Hridaya, and this is the part of the body where the soul is said to live, and this is the heart center. So as you bring your awareness here to the heart center, you can bring your awareness to your true sense of self, welcoming yourself back home to the heart without any judgment. All aspects of yourself, your former self, your future self, your happy self, your sad self. Just meeting all of these different parts of what makes you up to who you are. and welcoming them home. So that you can move through your practice in a complete way, this sense of wholeness. And then bring your awareness down to the space between your ribs, your solar plexus, coming all the way down into your belly, your lower abdomen, also known as Hara. This is the center of our being. This is where we create and distribute prana, vital life energy. Bringing your awareness into your digestive system, down into your reproductive organs, and into the thighs, tops of your legs. Bringing your awareness, imagining that light coming down your legs to your knees, to your calves, your ankles, across the tops of your feet and into each toe. Bring your awareness to the sole of your foot, base of our body, the connection that we have from the earth to the heavens, to the sky. These 2 feet that carry us around day in, day out. Bringing your awareness up the backs of your legs to your glute muscles, to your seat. Feeling grounded, feeling settled. And then bring your awareness to your sacrum, the lower back, up each side of your spine, your kidneys, your liver. Coming back to the back of your heart space, your lungs, up into the shoulders, coming around back to your heart center. Just feel that energy emanating from your heart space, from your true sense of self. Bringing your awareness to your throat. This is where all our verbal communication begins. So just imagining that white healing light clearing any energetic blockages that hold us back from being our authentic self. And then bringing your awareness back to the space between your eyebrows. Back to your breath, breathing in. As you exhale, imagine that white healing light traveling around your body like a bubble of protection, like an auric field, just encirculating your entire being with this white healing light. Shining from your heart space like the brightest star. And just come back to your breath, breathing in and breathing out. Noticing how you feel differently from when you began to practice this morning. Noticing how you've settled into your body and into your breath. The lightness in your physical body, sensation of your body resting on the ground, on the earth. Sensation of the elevation through the spine, crown of the head, rising up towards the sky. Again, just bringing your awareness to your breathing. Noticing the flow of the air on the inhale and the flow of the air on the exhale. begin to deepen your breath if you want to. Continuing to breathe in through the nose for the count of 1, 2, 3, and 4. And releasing the air for the count of 4, 3, 2, and 1. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. Breathing out for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just continue to breathe with the natural rhythm of your own breath, knowing that as we soften and deepen the breath, as the breath becomes more still, we are soothing our nervous system. Physiologically, this is taking place because as we deepen and slow down the breath, we're massaging the vagus nerve coming from the brain. So the diaphragm massages this nerve and it sends a direct signal to the frontal cortex of the brain, telling us that it's okay, it's safe to come into this rest and digest state of being. And it's when we're in rest and digest that we have the opportunity for our body to rejuvenate and regenerate. It's like a purification for our body and for our mind. Just continuing to breathe. Again, as the thoughts come up in your mind, it's just like practicing training a puppy. So just as we have a puppy on a leash, it's going to keep wandering away, it's going to keep running off. Just draw it back in with the leash. And this is exactly the same concept with our thoughts. The thoughts will keep running away, we'll lose ourselves in thought, and then we will draw ourselves back in by the power of the breath. The breath is the leash. Bring our awareness to our breathing. Everything else takes a second place seat, takes a back row. Just allowing yourself without guilt, without judgment, to just rest, to just be with your body, to be with your heart. Breathing in, and I'm breathing out. See, 20 minutes of meditation is the equivalent to it's 5 hours of sleep, or something like this. So just know that by allowing yourself to come to this state of peace is regenerating your entire being from the inside out. So it gives us the opportunity to be our best self for others. This is not just a self-serving practice, but this is for the greater good of everybody, so that we can be consciously aware, calm, non-reactive, mindful, coming from a place of love. Start to deepen the breath now. Bring a nice deep inhales, filling up the lungs, filling up the belly. And releasing through the nose. You can start to hear your breath becomes more audible as you deepen the breath. We're using the Ujjayi breath, so as we breathe deeply through the nose and the air passes the throat, coming down into the abdomen and then back up through the chest and out through the nose. This is the Ujjayi breath, often known as the oceanic breath. So as you start to hear your breathing, you can imagine the sounds of the ocean. On the inhale, imagining the tide is going out to shore. On the exhale, imagining the tide washing into the shore. Bringing this cleansing energy. Much like our exhale, we're releasing all of the impurities of the body and the mind. And then as we inhale, we're bringing in this fresh new life. Filling our cells with oxygenated blood, sending this around to each vital organ in the body. Increasing prana, vital life force. So just taking a few more rounds of breath here. One more deep inhale. This time a mouth sigh. Bring your hands to your heart center, making a prayer with your hands. Shine the heart forwards, draw the shoulders back and down, and gently drop your chin to your chest. So in a sign of deep honor, deep respect for this practice that we can bring into our modern lives to help us find that peace, the calm within the chaos. So we can access our breath at any point. We can choose to bring the awareness to the breath. We're always breathing, this is what keeps us alive, but when we focus our awareness on the breath, practicing mindfulness, mindful awareness, and it gives us the opportunity to be more consciously aware. It gives us the opportunity to become less reactive, to take a step back from our thoughts and from our feelings and view them from this different perspective, from this outside perspective. We can detach from our thoughts and our feelings. And this is the practice of meditation, finding that calm within the chaos. We don't need to have the perfect environment. We don't need to sit on our meditation cushion and our yoga mat. We can practice this any point in time throughout the day. Just bringing the awareness to the breath, soothing the mind, soothing the heart, bringing us back into this sense of peace and balance, which especially in these trying times, in these more challenging moments, is so important to find that connection, to reconnect to our true sense of self. So we'll take a moment in gratitude, in the spirit of gratitude, to give thanks for this body, this breath, the gift of this life, the fact that we each woke up this morning and we can have another opportunity to live another day in this body, on this planet. Regardless of all of the challenges we might be facing right now, finding something to be grateful for. We have many blessings in our life. Just choosing to redirect our energy and our focus into something that we're grateful for. Deep gratitude for the practice. Deep gratitude to yourself for showing up today and honoring your own well-being. Deep gratitude for each other for creating this online community where we can still come together to be in the heart center. Just taking a moment to hold your loved ones in your heart and in your mind. sharing this peace that you've cultivated throughout your practice, sending them love. Maybe it's a loved one that you can't see or hug right now. And then reflect that back to yourself. And then we'll take a moment collectively to send our energy all around the planet to every living being with a wish for happiness, health, and freedom from suffering, including ourselves. So just reflect that right back to yourself. Deep loving respect. We close the practice, we say namaste. So much for joining me today. We'll take one deep inhale, sweep the arms up. And as you exhale, bring the hands down. See you next week. Thank you so much. Namaste.